Okay, the stream is up. Need
Just
to.
waiting for Slow King on the stream.
Stream is on. I just need to link it. Wait, upcoming. Okay.
Yeah, upcoming, not on.
Why is it not on? It should be
Uh,
streaming. Oh, whoops, that's a big mistake. I need to move everything up here out of the way of Cosmoteer.
it's not. It's not a Cosmoteer stream without at least one technical issue.
Mm-hmm. So,
What do you have on your screen accidentally?
a lot of everything, really. Through my
What
channel.
is the?
Okay, stream is up. I'm going to copy the copy
Hello,
link address.
everyone. Welcome to the official. What month is it?
Yep.
May.
Yep.
May. Yeah, May Cosmoteer
Oh
tournament.
my god,
This
Discord, what you
month
could
we
say.
are doing Arena. Arena is a game mode characterized by matches by multiple fights in one fight, and I'm really curious to see what what challenges and what different strategies that this is going to create. Slowking, have you remembered to put the password to the lobby anywhere?
Yep, I've managed to do that.
All right,
So
perfect
now,
password.
yep. Okay, so you're playing and against who?
Yep. I'm playing against Plouse.
Oh, that's
Now,
gonna be a fun match.
some one of the big questions I have is an alpha approach, like an alpha strike approach towards combat, going to really take off? Or are we going to see stuff like avoiders and DC spinners?
Then
I
I
am
need
going
to.
to deafen myself because I am up. I'll be back in a bit.
Alright then. So now it's up to me to do all the narration. Hurrah! Okay, so this is Rift versus Plouse. They're both well-known players, and the vast majority of players here are. Vast majority of players are. Oh, whoops, that's a problem. The Every player in this tournament is at least relatively skilled, so this should be a good tournament to watch. Every player plays against everybody once because they're running a round robin tournament because there's not a terrible lot of people in this tournament this time because Arena is not a very popular match and there was a second tournament running alongside this as well, so it's drawing a lot of attention away from it. Okay, so Rift has brought a TB missile orbiter. Its main purpose is to push the enemy aside. Oh, I should ban that strategy. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's just not a strategy that you want because all they do is bring a control room in this and they know exactly what the enemy is bringing so they can immediately bring a counter ship. It's it's a very clever strategy, but I feel like it's just going to make people wait in these little tiny ships that do nothing for 10 minutes and it's not going to provide an interesting enough tournament to allow. Okay, there's an immediate shot to the front by Plouse. However, I'm not actually sure why he brought a TB rail to this fight, because missiles are very effective against TB rails in long matches. Especially when they can get through the barrels like that with a lucky hit. I suppose Rift does not have as much DPS as you'd want for this matchup, but it's still a lot of DPS. Okay, this is actually really bad for Plouse now. The vast majority of his TBs are powered down, and a lot of missiles have already gotten to the flank. I think he's missing a TB already. There's one missing, and there's some engine missing on the left-hand side of his ship. That TB has like 2 HP to its name, and it's gone. However, Rift has lost their entire side of the ship, which doesn't matter as much because of their ship archetype. Unless they get turned, that's a very dangerous situation. Okay, so Rift has spawned back in with a TB nuke rail, which is, why am I doing that? It is a very it's a very strong archetype as well, and it uses the advantages of a TB rail and adds side nukes, which makes it even more punishing if they get turned around, because they can burst down with their rails, and if the rails misfire, they can immediately shoot their nukes to do damage nonetheless. That is a lot of damage. And there goes Plouse. So that's 8x5 rails. So that is 40 accelerators, if I'm right. That's, yeah, 40 accelerators and ATB. That is a lot of DPS, that's a lot of pushing power. It means that Plouse can do a lot of damage very quickly if Rift is turned around. Like that. That could have been very bad. If Plouse aimed up just a tiny bit more, he would have been able to snipe even more TBs and damage more structure, but he ended up aiming safer just so he wouldn't hit armor. There's a nukes from Rift. They skimmed the back armor and opened up a gap. Ooh. Plouse tearing a hole straight down the center of Rift, taking out 2 TB, and I think that is all of their... That's their control rooms and their ammo all at the one go with a shot straight down the middle. And the little ship just gets claimed. Rift is going after the small armor ship because Plouse is too far away to stop them. Or Rift has just decided to do a U-turn into the rock. Okay. Wow, that was an immediate kill by Rift. Okay, so now Plouse has brought an Ion Rammer, which are pretty damn good at killing TB Rail. And it's also very effective at gathering up this little small ship. You can kill it within like 5 seconds if the small ship is unlucky. Like so. Oh, the 5-second arena invulnerability kicked in there, making it so Rift wasted a shot. However, the small ship died again, and now it's down here, and Plouse and Rift are about to engage each other. The nuke's doing quite a bit of damage there, taking out an engine room and damaging the next one. However, the control room is immediately gone on Rift's ship, rendering it useless. Rift brought that. It's just a huge rail wall. It should do a huge amount of damage if it connects. Yeah, just like that, and now Plouse's ship is now missing. Yep, huge damage again. The whole ship is completely missing now. Rift is almost caught up in points, still around a 500 point gap, and the match is almost over. And the little ship is now dead, and partially Rift is out of weaponry. It's unlikely Rift is going to be able to kill this ship, so their best bet is to probably go after the small ship. However, he doesn't have time, so he has to take a shot. That is a lot of damage, but it isn't enough. Yeah, that's GG. Plouse wins. Dealing 5,000 damage and taking 4,500. That was very close.
Incredibly well played from Plouse.
That was very close. However, I did not like the
Yeah.
strategy.
The sacrificial ship strategy he did.
The CR at the start of the game with a bunk, so he can
Okay.
immediately counterpick you.
That sucked. At least that strat.
Well, at least we know it won't happen again.
Yeah.
Because the
Alpha
next person who
ships
will be restart.
did an alpha ship did better than I thought it would. That monstrous amount of damage was fantastic.
Okay, who are the
say.
next players? It's me and Kito.
It is Yun Kakuito, isn't it?
So I will mute, I will not deafen, because if I deafen you will not be able to be heard on stream.
Yep. Someone should add Kakuito. Oh, hi there, dog.
You have a dog over there?
Yeah. Well, I guess that answers one of my questions about moving towards alpha approaches with coffin fit, sorry. With alpha rails being viable. As we move towards our second match, what stuff is gonna pop up? Now, Kikuito personally has requested I do hype commentary, and for this match, I certainly will do my best. Props to you, Kikuito. Now, with our second match, with players that have been playing the game longer, and with players that have different ships, will the anti-stalling AI ship favor multi-ships such as swarms, rail traps, and other traps, and rail spinners plus squibs? That, as I know, Slowking has multiple rail spinners, and I believe saw a swarm and some rail traps. Will be interesting to find out. We have our AI ship spawning in. We have Slowking with a missile orbiter. Interesting. Fairly lightly armored one. What, 8 engine rooms, 20 launchers, 30 launchers, excuse me. And we have Kito with a TB rail. Now, in this matchup, Kikuito is at the advantage, even though Slowking has been playing for longer and has more experience. I don't know what Slowking is going to want to do in this match, but he certainly is like making a rush towards the AI ship, the anti-Stalin ship, or stalling, I should say. Good launch from Slowking, although a lot of them miss because missiles are miss, is implied with the name. I think Slowking's strategy is going to be getting. So we're probably going to see a lower scoring game. Now, what I think Kikuito should be doing is trying to either get that AI ship or get to Slowking instead of just stalling in the middle, as he seems to be doing right now. Because an enemy ship, about 1,500 points. This AI arena ship, only 150 points, or 147. Uh, oh. Oh, there we go, and Kikuito moves again. Huh. Fairly calm match, at least for the time being. Slowking taking his time, slowly racking up points with the AI ship. Kito just sitting in the middle. Yeah, that is true. Rod does not shrink. Kito is running a fairly interesting ship. A lot of TB rails that I've been seeing either go for Plouse's method of only rails but 10 launchers and no shield, or running side launchers and 6 rails and shielded. Ooh, that is. Ooh, that's rough. Kito probably wants to shoot at some point, but that's dead ship. And all the damage. Yeah. Honestly, Slow King ship is really interesting, although, yeah, it's, as you can see on stream, constant redlining. Please call 1-800-REACTOR to report any reactor abuse issues. Slow King, certainly, the helpline needs to be called on him for yeesh, for how much it's going. Ooh, Kito with an alpha chain gun. Making the wrong choice by not boosting directly at Plouse? Who knows? Fires, while not really in range, is an attempt to get the arena thing out, the arena AI out. Now, alpha chain guns, for those who don't know, take a bit of time to ramp up, but after they've ramped up, they do absolutely devastating damage. I mean, ramp up is getting close to max, and you can just see threading through the other ship. Now, Slow King isn't down yet, although he's pretty close. Something interesting about the differences between this game, but the difference between this game mode and elimination is if your enemy is a corpse, that's still valuable points. Like valuable damage that you could be dealing to them. Ooh, Kito going with an ultralight nuke. King goes with his really, excuse my language, fucking rail spinner squib, and it has a lot of, it can punish heavily, but it can punish less consistently, if that makes sense, as it only has thrust on, not as it only has rails on one side. And oh, that's, Kito still has control of his ship as he has his control rooms on the front. Where is the spinner squib's just chilling over there? Huh. Slow King ship not claiming, yeah, claiming points from the corpse. Slow King not spinning that fast with this new ship that I've never seen before. Now, the problem with running the... Actually, wait, no, I think those rails are the same length as the normal spinners we see. Ooh, all those nukes. Miss. Now, Slow King has a very sizable lead. Almost 3,000 points. So, I'm sorry, Kito. I can't see you winning this. It's been a fairly good fight so far with plenty of different ships being shown. Ooh, that's rough. I think one of the big downsides of Slow King's ship is the fact that it, not necessarily the fact that it moves around while spinning, but the fact that it spins very slowly. I'm not sure if it spins as fast as the double barrel ultralights, not ultralight, double barrel spinners we've seen, but it certainly spins at a pace. Ooh, and Slow King bringing his ultralight full crew detach avoider. Ooh, with huge thrust. I've seen the ship run in the past, and it's pretty strong, especially for its best at, which is what all avoiders are best at, running away. As he has the points advantage, and I don't think Kito truly has enough time to catch up. Slowking just needs to stall to win, which, while it isn't a very exciting strategy, it's certainly an effective one. I truly don't know why Kokito brought an ultralight nuke, as they can be kind of meh against avoiders if you can't make all the nukes hit. Ooh, those are good nuke flings from Kokito, taking out a quarter of Slowking's ship. I'm honestly really impressed by Kokito's gameplay. I mean, oof. Well, except for that, as he is a newer player, and he is very much in the, like, learning phase of building. Well, I mean, every phase is the learning phase of building, but you know what I mean. And, yeah, he's done really well. Well played to both players. Alright, welcome back, Slowking. If he remembers to... Yep, there you go.
Alright then, I am back. I am having to adjust my audio mixer because I had to turn it down
Yep.
for the fight.
Alright. And then up next we have Exno and Coconut Trebuchet. Do you want me to ping them, or should I ping both of them?
You can ping them.
Alright. Coco is going to play on his other account, as he's having issues with Steam. Which, again, it's never a Cosmoteer tournament without tech issues.
Yep. So Coco is just going to have some trouble.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but hopefully he still has a good run nonetheless.
Yeah. Have you been updated? You should probably update your fight in the
Oh,
bracket.
whoops, I forgot to do that.
That's why I'm here to remind you.
Alright then, so now we just wait for our competitors to get back into the lobby.
What
And
did
we had,
you think of that? What did you
oh,
think of that, of the fights we've seen so far?
they've been pretty good. I mean, for the first match, it was very close between you and Plouse. Plouse and you came like very close, primarily using TB rails, and at the end you brought an Alpha rail and he brought an Ion. It was a bit of variety towards the end, but it was mainly TB rails from me. And me and Kokito were swapping between ships a lot more variably in
I mean,
comparison.
that's because there really isn't that much that counters TV rail.
That is true, but if you do run
What
into something that does, you're in trouble.
what what does counter TV rail?
If you have cannon traps and the TB rail isn't able to kill one quickly enough, they can counter it. Missile orbiters with enough armor can also effectively counter a TB rail because they can simply orbit outside of the tractor beam's radius and chip at them.
is true.
That's what I
That
was
is
doing in
true.
a previous fight.
I need to try. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, Exno has changed his in-game name to Misery, which is really funny, especially. Nope. Come on, Snow. No fun.
It's fine. I don't mind. It's actually easier for me to manage if they name themselves Exno. But what was the inside joke about the name Misery?
Uh, there's no inside joke. It was just really funny seeing Misery wins.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, our two matches have been pretty great.
it's been a lot more varied than most normal matches.
Yeah.
Though they do take
Uh,
longer, I feel like they're more enjoyable and allow more
yep.
strategic options as opposed to elimination.
Yeah. I mean, with elimination, it's very much one and done. With this, having more just options. I mean, so far we've seen that the many matches has produced different strategies, and I'm not sure if this is going to be our first of many arena tournaments, but overall, it is interesting, and I
Depending
don't think I would be opposed to more of them.
so far, it's only been 30 minutes. We still have a long ways to go, but I feel
Yeah.
like we're going to run into either repetition or we're going to run into a lot more of these obnoxious strategies where it's like a singular, what's it called? A singular
Singular.
structure wedge.
Yeah. Singular. Well, no. Plus game with a singular cockpit.
In valid game design, yeah, you would
Yeah.
need you would need a control room and a bunk to do that,
Yeah.
but it's still a very debatable strategy.
All right. Looking at the Discord, I have seen no questions for us to answer.
You can also check the stream chat, which would also be
Yep, I have
fairly helpful.
already checked the stream chat. All right. Coco with a deck cannon rammer with some side nukes. The
And
what?
Exno has brought full circle, and it has 17 more mines than usual.
Interesting.
And it also has
Oh,
it has
10
more
launcher
nukes.
version.
Yeah, it has more
No, it has
missiles and
the
less
same amount of
lasers.
nuke. Oh, no, it does have more nukes. No?
I think it has
No,
two
it
more
has
centralized. I think it has two.
no. These storages were there before. Well, no, because in the middle I think it was two 3x4s.
Hmm. So I'm not sure what the difference is here, but
Uh,
that's a lot of
the different.
mines.
Ooh, is Coco running the mine visibility mod? I
Um,
think.
Probably. I'm not using it right now because I do not feel it's justifiable.
Damn, he has to nerf himself.
Why do you think I don't run hotkeys on my TBRL?
You're awful.
No, I'm not.
How
Okay.
how do you select things quickly and efficiently?
Very carefully. But it is just a lot of mechanical skill and practice. I've been playing
Yeah,
for 5 years, so I have had a lot of time to learn how to click accurately.
you've learned how to play the game, but how you've learned how to play the game might always not be the best way.
That's
Hotkeys are anyone's best friend.
yeah, but I have not learned them. I should learn my hotkeys, and I absolutely
Yes.
would. I'd cause a lot more mayhem if I did learn my hotkeys, but it's a lot of effort.
I can't support any official Paragon application from you until you learn how to do hotkeys.
Okay, I do hotkeys.
Give
I do control group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 0, but I don't like
me a
actually
minute.
bind my weapons to like auto fire and such through hotkeys.
Alright, I'm back. Someone just needed to bother me.
All right, welcome back. Though Exno is kind of just dancing around Coco while throwing
Yeah.
mines at his face, which is soon going to turn into nukes once he starts reloading.
So far, a lower point match than we've seen, like previously.
Yeah, no, there has been no kill so far, and the little
Yeah.
armor block has gotten in the way of Coco.
Kito has put a question in the YouTube chat for you. Slow King, are you awesome?
Am I awesome? I don't know if I'm awesome. That's for other people to decide.
Alright, that makes sense. What did I get an at for? Nothing important. Ooh, that's a pretty good lineup.
But it is a little bit too far turned.
Who's that gonna...
That is
Ooh.
okay. That was a decent connection, but it didn't go too far.
What's... That's not good.
Oof. Did he? Oh,
Coco's
power issues.
control rooms have ran out of power.
Uh-oh. He also has no ammo, so he's going to have to respawn shortly.
Yeah. And I think he's just respawned. No?
What?
Yeah.
Huh. So
3 points for Snow.
So Coco ran out of Seor power and then promptly respawned because he didn't know what to do.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to do that in that situation. But this is just free points for Snow, which is unfortunate for Coco. Because we're halfway into the match and Snow already has a pretty sizable lead.
Yeah. If Coco gets this kill and promptly runs away and starts picking on the small ship, he has a chance of winning. But still, it's not going to be super easy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that nuke.
Fairly... Ooh. He launched an entire side at a time. That's generally discouraged, correct?
Depending on the playstyle, I do like the burstiness that it gives.
Ooh, that's... Yeah, generally, at least in my experience, it is discouraged because it leaves you without a side to threaten your opponent with.
Suppose so, but the way I play, that's not really a problem. Well, I
Yeah,
shoot all of my nukes within 5 seconds and leave.
yeah, you tend to boom and zoom a lot.
Oof.
Oh, ugh.
That
Coco
wasn't great, but that
dealt
was
as
okay.
much damage to Snow as he dealt to himself.
Yeah, that was... I suppose it was a worthwhile trade, though, because he took 2 reactors with that one attack.
Yeah.
Don't do it again! Don't do it. Oh, he's done it again.
Coco!
Okay, now Coco, what you should do now is fly into the Ring of Death really quickly and respawn.
Yeah,
Because if they're in the Ring of Death, they can't capitalize on your points. Even if you lose points, it means that they're not gaining points.
yeah.
However, he's opted to respawn early
Ooh, and at this
for a missile orbiter with large shields on the front.
point in the match, with the distances, I don't know if that was the right ship choice.
In this
Opinions?
case, it could work because the burstiness of the missiles might be able to get hits as if Exno makes a mistake, but
Yeah,
the large shield regen is going to make it very difficult to get through otherwise.
especially with 3 large shields all adjacent to a reactor.
Yes,
Per reactor.
though they are not pre-tasked very well.
Some of them are.
Not very well. They only have one large heavy laser.
Yeah. I mean, even in the sheer alpha defense of it, is good enough. Ooh!
Okay, so Exno has opted to swap in for a missile orbiter
Weird.
of their own
This
with
one of the
22
missile
launchers.
orbiters that he's used in the past. This is this is the one that did pretty well in the Hypercrack tournament.
Hmm. That I did not get a
Although,
chance to watch it.
yeah, although once again, please call 1-800-REACTOR to report any reactor abuse on our poor ships.
I think mine is significantly worse for reactor abuse.
Yes.
It has 8 engine rooms and 6 factories with
Uh,
adjacency buff. Not.
Oh.
It actually has what's it called? 2 by 5. So it has 10 adjacency buffed missile factories that are almost completely that are 100% under the use, and eight
Slow
engine rooms.
King. Slow King.
It's very dangerous,
I
but
listen. I may not have a law degree, but I will be a lawyer for all these poor reactors. I'm taking you all to court.
um,
Ooh, that was a fairly good missile launches from both players.
but they're
Ooh,
aiming for the middle there. Coco is aiming for the small ship as opposed to Exno right now.
that is true. Exno does have some alpha PD, which should help.
Yeah,
PD
Coco is
is
trying to kill the
infamous
150k.
for poor PvP game design and the fact that if you have enough of it, you can just shut down missiles.
However, with the way they're set up on Exno's ship, they only last a very short period of time. They'll only shoot down 12 missiles at the max.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how the EMP missiles on Exno's ship are going to affect this. Well, I don't really think we have the time for wondering because we're in the last 18
5.
seconds of the match.
Yeah, though
Although we're
Exno
getting
might
there, dog.
pierce. Mika, my dog, is probably looking for me.
Yeah, my dog Teddy has currently curled up on the floor. She opened the
Nonchalant.
door and refuses to close it behind her. And
Your
that
dog
is
knows
the
how to.
match.
Your dog knows how to close the door behind itself.
She knows how to open doors. Why can't she learn to close them?
That would be a
She's
very
selfish.
convenient thing.
Yeah.
Sadly, my dog only opens up one door, and that's in my parents' bedroom, so she can hop up on the bed when she's
Yeah.
absolutely drenched from a walk.
Brilliant. Yeah, that was a great game. Let's see. Up next, we have Kito versus Exno. Exno just left.
I called him back.
Uh, don't forget to update the. Oh, you've already updated the bracket.
Yep, I got it.
Surprised we haven't seen anybody else play Alpha Rails.
It's a very niche archetype, and I don't actually have one built.
You don't have one built?
No, what
I have multiple. And by
my
multiple, I mean two.
what's my most bursty rail ship is what I'm trying to think right now. Oh, you're no, you shouldn't exist anymore.
Damn.
Um,
Slow King, Big Vitriarch.
that ship
What is
probably.
what is what is the world become? And
You shouldn't
both
exist
are
anymore.
damn. Alright. I guess I'll walk into the ocean to never be seen again. Atlantic Ocean, here I come.
You're pointless.
Alright. Good luck to both of our players. We officially move into round round 2 of the tournament with our 4th matchup. Would show the standings. Oh yeah, standings don't matter. Because we've not had that many fights yet. Alright. We have Kito with the Paralytic Grandpa, a TB Rail, a Shielded one, and then we have Exno back at it again with Dawn Shift. Do I need to say the 1-800 number again?
Probably not. Though this ship is kind of abusing the hell out of its reactor all the same.
It's yeah. Very interesting design. Kikiro. I mean, I think this is his first TB rail, so it kind of makes sense.
It is very wide.
Yeah, I mean, he also seemed to have. He also has gone with a single center, uh, which we call it walkway, which isn't very good.
It is wasting quite a bit of warfare cost.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
missing your first shot.
yep. But it is his first TV rail, and like every first time, you can always do better. You will always do better the next time. First time I played the American sport of baseball, couldn't hit the ball. I still can't, but that doesn't matter. Now, something I feel like of note of Kokito's ship is it doesn't have any side launchers, which we tend to see a lot of on these shielded TV rails.
Shielded TV rails are an interesting concept, and actually Kokito's ship is very interesting. It has an extra accelerator on the end rails, which are the most exposed.
Huh.
They put the longest rails on the outside, which makes them the weakest to attack, which doesn't make sense to me. Probably another design flaw that could be addressed afterwards, but
Oh, Kokito is having power issues. Specifically
that's
with the
unfortunate.
capacitors.
Yeah, how unfortunate.
Yeah. Ooh. Can Kokito punish? Nope.
Nope, there it goes.
I'm saluting you, TV Rail.
He named the TV rail the Paralytic Grandpa because it just died when we were playing.
Yeah.
It got paralyzed the last time we played.
And now, with ultralight nuke.
What is
Something
the...
I've noted.
Sorry,
It's
go ahead.
called Something I've noticed with at least Kokito ships is he tends to be under budget a lot,
Hmm. I'm just trying
which,
to understand the concept behind the detachable mech nukes.
um, if they get blown up, break them off. I don't know. You can ask him. Oh, he doesn't have any front structure. Interesting. Ooh, that's good nuke launch.
That was
Ooh,
very clean.
that's very deadly.
Oh, turn away!
But that's
Turn away!
run away, run
Don't do that!
away.
Ah! Shut your eyes!
Ooh.
Okay, so that was a very weird trade from Cookio. He could have just turned away and done that later, but he did blow up over half of
Bye bye,
their
bye bye front
armament.
reactor. I don't
Bye
think
bye
that was a good
controller my
trade.
Cookio ship. Oh god.
I don't think that was a good move from Kukito.
You know, that was a mistake. Especially
Ooh.
when his controller gets hit like that.
Oh, that was. We're
That
seeing a lot of melee nukes, which aren't exactly good.
yeah, a friendly fire was the main problem with that.
I mean, it is 100% accurate. It's also just 100% accurate to yourself.
That's not the good thing. Friendly fire is something to avoid unless you can
Yeah.
absolutely 100% promise yourself that you'll
Yeah.
gain from it. Turn to face that
Exno
missile. Oh god.
back again with lag. Now,
Thanks, no.
Is Kukito gonna use the running away to get the AI ship?
Nope, he's
Does
just
Kukito
running away.
does Kukito have enough time to gain back the points?
I
Because he
feel
only has a
Kokio
quarter
is
of the
going to
points.
cruise into the Ring of Death to get a respawn. Though he loses points from it, the enemy will be losing points themselves for
Doesn't
chasing the
gain.
corpse.
Although I feel like Snow is just gonna, instead of losing points from going into the rod and doing that, is going to just kill the little baby arena ship.
It is.
Oh, but Exno isn't. Exno it doesn't have that much supply. Oh, most of Exno's supply
See
lines
how
have gotten
Kokio's
cut
points
off.
are actively ticking down right now?
Yeah,
That is because his ship is in the Ring of Death.
as me and Plouse said earlier, Kito is taking a rod bath. It is what it
Oh,
is.
there's an avoider.
Oh, this is one of the ones with a very long setup time.
It shouldn't be that long.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, he's absolutely dead if Exno opts to go near him right now.
Yeah, which Exno, I think, is.
He doesn't have enough time to set up his frontal ship.
He's leaving crew to just go away, so
He has a chance of
he's
survival.
opting to, yeah, survival versus performance. It is what it is.
Yeah, no, his ship is going to be that heavily under pressure now because of that.
Yeah. I mean, this type of avoider is more difficult to pilot than regular avoiders due to its lightness and its ability to just dance. This type of avoider was created by Juno, also known as Yare, I believe, and then has been repopularized by Antithesis.
Medium reactor ones, yes. Small reactor ones are very old, so yeah, this
Oh,
would
is
be
this a small No, this has medium reactors.
yeah. small reactor ships came before it, and
Yeah.
they were even
Ooh,
lighter.
a decently older style looking wall. A lot of the newer walls you see nowadays uh, have side mines and have less shields in order to strain the reactors less.
I suppose so, though I do feel like the shielding is very important to a wall.
Yeah, I mean
Boost
it's the central, it's the shields in front of the reactors that aren't there, and at least on the newer ones. And it's honestly the same since all the armor you get and all the side mines are really valuable.
that is a nice arrow.
The new side mine meta has, with walls and some other ships, has kind of been created by a newer, fairly new player, Shevsan, also known as Shevenko. And I really like it, to be honest. Although I do really like Shev as a player and their designs as well. So I might be biased.
Maybe. I do feel side mines give ships more
Oh!
variety when orbiting.
Oh no! Kito!
Okay, so
Are you gonna rematch? Or just...
okay, since there is more than a 1,500 point lead by Exno, I'll just say this match is already decided.
Alright. Sorry, Coquito. Yep, you have won this match, Exno. Coco, you should stay because next match is me versus you.
Coco, yep. That was Exno.
Wait. Oh wait, no, Coco's not in game. Oops.
Kito is in game, not Coco.
Names are similar, I confuse them. Yep. Thormian players, I'm going to deafen.
Alright then. Alright, so it's Coco and Rift. We'll just wait for the two players to sort the ships amongst themselves and we'll get ready for the match to start. Alright, let's get this going. Alright, so there's AI ship. Here is Coco using an ion rammer with 22 ions, 4 large shields, and 10 engine rooms. I shouldn't have been trying to count that. And this is a two reactor 4 large shield chain gun rammer. It has a huge amount of DPS and multiple mines on its side to allow spins to go in Rift's favor if they ever start spinning. Though there is a thruster issue on Rift ship, as it seems. Rift does have a bit of a tail though, which is a very... I mean, it's a little bit dangerous. This is not going in Coco's favor. Side mines are very, very dangerous for a ramp though. I never realized how dangerous they would be. Okay, now that Rift is reloading, there is a very big issue for Rift right now. They are moments away from firing, but the shields are almost already down. This is very dangerous and very unfortunate for Rift. Okay, so I feel as if right now Rift should consider cutting their losses and instead respawn, though that is up to them entirely. Though they can still win this round, it's less likely it's a match going on. However, wow, okay. Never mind, that clearly worked. And Coco doesn't have enough. This no longer has enough ions to get through the frontal shielding. Okay, so Coco has now brought a missile orbiter with 3, 4, 8, 20 missile launchers and 4 mine launchers, and Rift is still running around with a corpse. That is a lot of missiles heading into Rift's flank though, that is extremely dangerous. Yeah, so now the points are more or less equalized, though Coco has a lead of about 100 and... 200 and... Huh. Why am I struggling so much? 239. And that is a very bursty rail ship that Rift has just brought. I think this is their other alpha rail that they were talking about earlier. And they're all on... Oh, every single one of them is on Fired Will, because she forgot to set them to otherwise. I feel Rift would have been better bringing in the 1 accelerator, the 0 accelerator build version, because the range is a lot less important in this matchup. The burstiness is very effective, but it is not enough. to get through the armor alone. Yeah, this is a lost cause for Rift right now. Yeah, that's it. Now there's no more rails left, so Rift would be better off respawning and picking a different type of ship because the Alpha Strike rail has not worked out in their favor. So they brought a TB rail. It is heavily armored with 2 nuke launchers on each side. Huge amounts of armor, actually. I don't understand what they're going to do with that amount of armor aside from tanking on the face. It also means if they turn too quickly, that they will not be able to. If they turn too quickly, the rails will clip the barrels on the edges and they will misfire. That's a very bad turn. Whoa. That is almost an immediate kill. There's still a control room left though. That's a weird push from Rift, but it gets the job done. Coco is winning by 500 points now. Okay, Rift, that's a waste of ammo. And it's a deck cannon spinner that they've brought. I don't have one of these myself, but they are a very effective archetype. Oh, they just have these little spikes in here to make sure something clips into the ring at some point. That's fun. Uh-oh, that hatch fail. The detach has not gone well there. There's a wedge there that shouldn't be there, and it's causing a lot of problems. The small ship is back again. I think Rift took a shot at it and gained some points from it, putting them in the lead actually. Because Coco, oh look, my voice. Because Coco can't keep up with Rift, Rift is just going around killing the small ship over and over again with their rails. And Coco cannot contest this because his ship is just way too slow. Who the fuck is spam pinging me? Yeah, this is the strategy for winning against a DC spinner. Just use a ship that's even slightly faster and kite them. Because it's one of the slowest archetypes, they can't do anything at all about it. Oh, they still destructed the ring. That is very pretty. Okay, so now it's time for the last-ditch effort to one-shot the TB rail. 7, 6, and it's too late. I say this is a GG, especially if Riff does that and immediately takes a portion of Coco's ship.
Incredibly well played to Coco.
Yeah, fair play.
Now, one of the big things I saw was that because the spinner counted as junk, I didn't get points off it. I didn't get points off the armor ring.
Yeah.
So I had to go for the AI ship, and that realization is what won me the match.
Yeah, that's the thing with the current bug. It means everything that is detached is all the points are
Yep.
immediately sent to the opponent, but the opponent can't gain further points from them.
Oh, it sent me all those points? I
Yeah,
didn't
there was
notice
the
that.
500-point lead that you had there. Immediate 500-point lead Coco had
Yep.
immediately disappeared.
Huh. Remember to update the tournament bracket,
Yep. 1 second.
and then it is you versus Plouse.
It's gonna be a fun match. Let me see. Did you win that match? Presumably, yes.
Yep.
Okay. So let's not use the same ship.
Nah, you should use the same ship. The just a reminder to players, the Plouse's throwaway ship strat banned. Kind of rude strategy or something. I don't know. Slow King, I recommend you, or I remind you that you should mute.
I'm gonna mute my headset. I think it should be okay.
Alright. If I hear you talking, you're not invited to my birthday party. Okay. Slow King once again bringing his huge thrust of waiter. And Plouse coming in with a rail kite with mines and EMP and PD. This is an evil ship. You know what, Plouse? I know I threatened it last turn, like literally an hour ago, but you're genuinely not invited to my birthday party. I hate rail kites. Why is typing so hard? Now, Klaus is camping in front, and can Slowking's ship tank all of those rails? Who knows? I mean, Slowking has already admitted that he isn't using the mine visibility mod, giving Plouse an already bigger advantage. I mean, let's see. Dreadnought, I am rude to Plouse because I hate rail kites. That, ooh, that was rough. Well, I hate kites. In my, Dreadnought, in my opinion, kites promote a very unfun gameplay tactic of running. In my mind, games should be characterized by strategic aggression. Slowking's ship dead? So he is respawning. What will he pick? Is this going to be Rail Kite versus Rail Kite? Is he instead going to pick something, like, interesting that counters it? Ooh! Slowking bringing third eye. This is Slowking's other Rail Spinner plus Squib. This is the symmetrical one, although well, it's radially symmetrical. Now, I personally don't understand why Slowking brought this, as sure it's a very stalling ship, but you aren't going to want to stall when you're under points, but he is going to at least do the very interesting oh, he's not going for it. He's not going for the interesting multi-ship strategy of going for the AI arena thing. Is Slowking just ducking and weaving? Is it going to work? There's only one way to find out. I have received pings. Anything of importance? No. Ooh, that's not good. Now, the Squid taking a lot of damage and losing power isn't good. Although Slowking can kill the arena thing. But him just being stuck here isn't that good. First time around, Slowking gets the iframes. Yeah, I don't know in half a match, more than half a match, if Slowking both has enough, he has ammo factories, he has enough ammo, definitely. Slowking has enough has enough time to just chip away at this. I gotta mute that group chat, because I keep hearing pings. I don't know if it is popping up on mic. Mute conversation. 3 hours. Ooh, that's not a very good spot for Slowking for that. Slowking can move into a better position if he has some hotkey firing stuff. Ooh, that's... Slowking abandons the ship. Perhaps to switch to a more aggressive playstyle? Oh, there's Plouse. Slowking. Ooh. Bringing out an MRT Morbiter with full crew detach. I mean, Coco, from what you're saying in the Cosmoteer Discord, yeah, it takes time. It takes time to get practice. It takes time to get better. And I'd agree with you there, Slowking. It is what it is. You did well. You almost beat me. You did fantastic. I saw an opportunity, and you didn't. It can be a matter of experience. It can be a matter of, I don't know, anything. That is to say, you will get better. It is inevitable. Anyways, back to the match. Slowking with an EMP preload? No, an EMP and high explosive missile barge. As Slowking says, this man EMP him. Now, with just under with just under 3 minutes left, and a 2,500 point difference, I think the chances of Slowking winning this match are slim to none. Which, I mean, yeah, could Plouse win 2 tournaments? Sorry, coughing fit. Could Plouse win 2 tournaments in one day, as he won the earlier Hypercroft tournament? Potentially. Are we going to have to wait to find that out? Absolutely. Ooh, it's now a very large point gap. A 3,300 point gap, which, yeah, that's rough. That's pretty rough. I mean, Slowking, he's got to run. He's got his the best. He's not only is he a cowardly rail kite, he's also winning, and to engage is to only increase the chances of him losing. I mean, maybe. It's luck. Sorry, I keep almost coughing. Give me 1 second. Luck and fate have determined this matchup. It is what it is. It's really funny seeing all the EMP flying and shutting down the ship that doesn't really move anyways. And in our last 30 seconds of the fight, it's, sorry to say, but it's over. It's over. Plus, well done. Plouse wins. See, Plouse has now won twice.
Plouse doesn't play to win. Plouse plays to make people cry.
Yeah. I mean, that's his playing to win. So looking at our... Actually, no, we'll do a standings overview at the end of round 2. Which, actually, no, that fight was the end of round 2. So if you could update the bracket, and I shall go over the current standings. Next up is... Ooh. Coco and Coquito. I'm going to mix up your names so much, and I apologize.
What I need to happen now is that I need Plouse to lose the match.
Yeah. Why is that not updating? Both players are... Could you ping Coco, please, Sloke? That's... Why is the... brackets being very weird for me?
Oh, I just didn't set it to start. There we are.
I mean, there we go. So, everyone has played 2 matches. Our players that have won twice are Plouse and Exno. Our players that have won once are Slowking, me, Rift, and me, Rift. Our players that have lost twice are Coco and Coquito. Every player in this tournament, as there are 6 players in it as round robin, gets 5 fights. Meaning, it is still very much anyone's game. Oh yeah, it's still very much most people's games. Sorry, Coco and Coquito.
You can still get third place.
Yes, you can. Yeah, one of them was very close. Good luck to both of you. Alright, as we get into our first fight of our third round, let's see what our players bring. As always, the anti-scholarship from the AI player. We once again have the paralytic grandpa from Coquito, and we have a wall.
And yeah, that is a losing formula for Coco.
Yeah. I mean, what Coco ideally wants to do now is split, but I am unsure if he has the APM for that.
It's his only shot, so I would try it.
Yeah. Because otherwise, just all the torque in the world against that ship to just go. I'm flying away.
Okay, so he's opted to go for the armored ship.
This is once again an older style wall. Well, I don't by a not completely groundbreaking wall. I mean,
You can call it a standard wall.
standard. It's a solid design, but not the very limit of what people are doing.
The very
If
limit
you're,
is not side mines either, though.
are you sure?
I'm fairly certain there's a lot more you can do with a wall than simply put 6 mines on the side.
Well, it's side mines and nukes, so.
Oh, that ramp's actually really bad.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
What do you mean?
That detach very much confused me. I didn't expect it to just fall
Oh,
off.
that's. Oh, all of the points have Coco's immediately lost all the points for splitting, which sucks.
Yeah, because it considers the ships to be dead in rod, so he immediately loses the points for it.
Which sucks. Not Arena hasn't been played very much, so this bug hasn't really been discovered that much.
This
And
is
it's not...
from this update specifically. Is Broken Arena.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Interesting. I did not know that. Now, we're seeing some large cannon phasing.
This large cannon needs to hit this reactor, or Coco is in danger.
Yeah. I mean, Coco's in danger anyways.
Yeah,
And
it's fine.
the shields have been stacked up. Or ships have been stacked up.
Coco needs to split them up like really quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Wouldn't be doing that, but I suppose it's worked out.
It's better than nothing.
Oh, that's actually really good. But the
Ooh,
cannons aren't
but
turned.
cannons aren't turned and the TB have enough pushing power.
And they're gonna stack the ships up again.
Yep. Honestly, this is really good stacking up of the ships from Kito.
Now Coco could bring a trap if he's comfortable with it, or bring a missile orbiter.
Interesting. So, as previously stated, Coco's gonna want to stay outside of the TB range.
Because if he goes within it, he will be immediately flipped and killed.
Oh. Oh,
How
that's... However,
there's no armor on the sides for
Coquito,
the weapons.
Is having logistical issues. Coquito, your railguns don't reload ammo.
That's a big issue.
Yeah, that is a major issue.
That's a little bit of a big issue.
That's a medium-sized of a massive issue.
That's a large
just gonna
size
be-
of a ginormous issue.
We're just gonna be saying this back and forth, so I'm gonna stop it. We could do this truly forever.
I could do this all day.
I couldn't.
I
You could
don't
do this all day, I can only do this for the next 24 hours. Wait, now I'm continuing the bit.
Yeah, you are. I'm trying to think of what would be.
This is a Cosmoteer tournament, not competitive comedy. Yeah, so...
Oh, you could do this? You could do this for 24 hours? I could do this for 1,440 minutes.
You're a nerd. And Kito, respawns. Now, missile orbiters, because they create clouds of missiles, and you can truly just have missiles swarming around a ship still targeted.
Rail wall.
They can be very good at dealing with...
That's dangerous for Kito.
Yeah, that's very dangerous.
Yeah, horrible.
Oof. That's... Now, I'm no expert, but... Actually, technically I am an expert, but that's very not good.
Well, technically I am, but yeah. Then there's no self-confidence there, but you are an expert.
Yes. According to the official Excelsior Discord server, I am an expert. Blaze, on the other hand, can't say that for some reason.
Because Blaze is
Because he never...
a self-imposed adept. He could be Paragon right now if he wanted to.
Yeah. He also is taking a very well-deserved break from the game, which I congratulate him for recognizing that he needed it.
Fair enough. However, this is only this matchup only works for the ultralight missile if they perfectly tank the missile and immediately retreat. If they do that,
not good. Oh, that's fucking rough.
The only reason my original ultralight nuke survived the missile orbiter was because of the point defense on the front.
Yeah.
However, that's not a thing
And
anymore.
Kito going with the same ship. Fascinating. Mines truly are the speed meta counter, which I like.
No, I don't appreciate.
I like it.
I don't appreciate it at all.
Well, grow up.
I'll consider it.
Develop counter strategies. Develop.
Okay,
Adapt. Overcome.
improvise, adapt, overcome. Except you can't adapt to mines because they appear in your phase without any counterplay.
Oh,
Like so.
you you can counterplay them if you're smart and use the mine mod, the mine
That's
visibility
not
mod.
counterplay. That's called installing pirates. That's literally
That's
installing
that's
X-ray
called
onto your computer.
no, it's called making mines playable against.
It's called.
It's called improving the design of the game.
It's called downloading wall hacks in a first-person shooter.
No, I disagree with that.
It's the equivalent because it lets you learn information that you wouldn't otherwise know because you're not paying attention to the mines.
Well, it should be information that you are told anyways.
Yeah, you are told if you look for it.
I'm sorry that I am blind and cannot see mines. And don't want to
Simply
turn
use
my monitor
colorblind
up
mode.
to three. You're impossible to negotiate with.
Yeah, sort of.
I'm
Because
not inviting you to my birthday party.
I will invite myself to your birthday party.
You're not invited to my funeral.
I will show up nonetheless.
Damn. And as we get into our last 35 seconds actually of the match, Coco has pulled an incredibly large lead. I'm gonna say it. I don't think Kito has a snowball's chance in hell of winning.
It's 20 seconds and he has to earn 3
Yeah.
kills.
Yeah. Well played to Coco. Really did manage to make the most out of ship choice and playing and just piloting.
Yep. Okay, so that is Coco winning. Okay, now it's Exno versus Plouse.
Alright, nice. Dreadnought has mentioned a bit ago the mixing up of my name and Luna's name. I truly don't know what that was about. Oh wait, no, that was about me mixing up Coco and Coquito's names.
Yep.
Someone ping Exno? I'll do it. Right, Exno's up. We'll double check. Yep. Um, Goats, I do agree with you there that modifying the game in most multiplayer games is considered hacking slash cheating. Although kind of we're dealing with some not very good game design stuff here in my opinion, and the fact that it only alters your visual stuff and it is completely client side is fine. I mean, I haven't heard many complaints about what's the mod called? I haven't followed on Steam. It is um it is Johnny Graphic Suggestions by Johnny herself. Um, it does alter missiles, but one of the big things it does is give lines. Oop, I'm not ready up. Is give sort of firing lines to nukes, so you can sort of get a better idea of where they're facing. And I haven't really seen people getting like caring that much about it. Okay, we have Plouse bringing an EMP barge and some cannon
Swarms
trap, well,
that'll
cannon swarm.
immediately lose all value.
Yep, but they'll still be able to do damage. And we have
Minus 400k
interesting.
instantly. Minus.
Well, 400. Then we have Exno with a flak wall. Now, flak is a very interesting choice, as recently it has gotten a fairly decent sized nerf to its DPS against other ships, as well as the ammo it can store. This has led to many players saying flak is dead. However, it is still hit scan, and it still does a pretty large amount of damage, so I'm very interested in seeing how well it does. Now, as someone who has built a flak wall and has optimized it a lot, one of the big things that I notice about Exno's flak wall is its lack of structure cage.
Yeah, that's true.
Its lack of structure cage and horns and just side armor isn't very good. Generally, for anything running large shields, unless it is fast enough to not care, basically, you want to be running a structure cage so ships don't ram you. Really, the only exception is the 200 meter per second MRT ships. The ultralight MRT nukes.
The fastest of the fast.
Because truly, because they're 0.1 of a ton is 0.1 meters per second, really. And Exno playing it again. Interesting design choices from Exno.
So I should have said his EMPs auto fire before this was controller.
Yeah. We only has one control room.
But he saw his control room under his, he should have auto fired his EMPs.
Oh, I thought he only had the cockpit in the front.
I'm not sure. Though he brought a TB rail.
Interesting. Once again, the pink fluffy unicorn continues to strike.
It isn't a unicorn though, it's just pink fluffy now.
Yeah. When is he gonna add a unicorn to the pink fluffy? Was Pink Fluffy Unicorn the first ship that implemented a unicorn horn?
I think so.
Or the first ship... Was it an old tech that has been...
Unicorn horns are new.
I think I may have had something to do with them. Although I honestly forget and don't want to take credit for tech that I didn't have anything to do with. Yeah, this is... It really depends for this matchup because, well, yes, Exno does have a wall, and against tractor beams that's not very good. Exno also has flak, which, again, and the flak and large shield against rails can be pretty decent, although it doesn't help if the shields are down, and I'm guessing the rails are set to fire at target, not fire at will, and have a target selected. Which means that they don't defend. And that's dead.
Wow, okay, nice.
Ooh, it's almost dead. Yeah, that was an incredibly well-placed shot from Plouse. Coming down to the 6-minute mark, Plouse has a, 150k, well, 1.5k point lead, which is equivalent to one ship kill. Snow taking his time deciding on what to play next. Although, Sweetie and Cutie his strafer rail traps. Do rail traps counter TB rail?
Debatably, yes, but it is more specifically based on the pilots.
Yeah. I mean, these are completely unshielded, which
It's actually perfectly
isn't.
fine with this matchup because they outrange the rails on the TP rail.
Oh, they
So
do. Yeah. Well, if Exno makes the mistake of getting within range, then it's going to be punished very harshly.
woof, okay.
Oh, and half of Plause's ship gone.
And almost the other half gone
Lost,
too.
but lost, but not forgotten.
Well, now it might be forgotten.
Yeah. Exno doing a
Um,
really good job of making sure all of the points
hey, Exno, you should
that,
shoot him right now.
yeah, in order to get points. And, ooh, that's one of the traps gone. Currently an 800 point difference between our two players. With about 4.5 minutes left, I'd say it's anyone's game. What's your opinion on it?
As of right now, I feel Plouse has already
Oh,
won with this matchup.
it's actually a 1,000 point difference.
Yeah, he's won with this matchup.
Yeah, the Nerf PD. If you have enough of it, nothing gets through.
Actually, PD is fine, just make it more expensive.
Yeah.
Just make it so that it can deflect 80% of missiles for equivalent cost.
Yeah.
Not all of it, full stop, for half the cost.
Well, I know what I'll be complaining to Walt to about. Although, changing PD would break a lot of built-ins, so makes sense why Walt is hesitant to change it.
Well, price changes don't break them.
By
Divide,
break, I mean break the way they're currently balanced.
I suppose.
And Exno bringing the flak wall again. And some lag. Oh! Exno's traps having pit bug.
Do they?
According to Plouse, they do. I would assume that's because of the way they have their flight direction set up.
Okay, so
What are we going to do about that? I know in the past, when there was pit bug in a match between Plouse and me, you offered for a rematch.
unfortunately, during if it's an arena, I can't really do much
Yeah,
because it would be 6 minutes wasted.
yeah. I doubt that. And also, Exno that calling someone saying someone has a skill issue about them complaining that you're using a bug is not very good etiquette. And I kind of discourage it. Kind of just an ass move. Are there any questions on the official Discord? Coco has found the problem. Yippee!
Hooray. Nobody likes mines, especially on things that run away.
Yeah. Mine, I don't, I don't like mines on kites. Mines on ships that stay close and within range. Yeah, that's good. That's why I like mines on walls and rammers. It is truly an area denial is truly an area denial tool and more like the use of side nukes than just, oh, you're running straight into this. I mean, it is also, yeah, you're running straight into this, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
The points gap is closing.
No, yeah, no. Exno needs to turn around.
Yeah, there's not enough time, but it's closing a bit.
Exno should turn around and chase him again. I feel
Yeah,
like forcing them into the ring of death is the only way they close the point gap.
yeah, I mean, I don't think going for the AI ship is gonna do much. Is? No, Exno is not out of ammo. Plouse is out of ammo. Now, if I was in Plouse's situation, I would fly into the rod and respawn.
Rod actually deducts points from you, so it's not worthwhile doing it that way.
Oh yeah, because you're already in the lead. But Plouse has respawned anyways.
You will lose points if you don't respawn within 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
That's an...
ouch.
Yeah.
Rails, the most alpha of any weapon.
Uh... Chain
Yeah,
guns.
the most burst damage of any weapon.
Yeah, that's right. Aside from nukes.
Yeah.
Rails are just
Did
very ease of
we
use.
say something about Exno not using those again?
Yes, we did.
Wow. Well played to both players.
Yeah, I don't understand why Exno went out of their way to use a ship we told them not to, but I suppose
I
it
mean,
didn't matter.
I think he just forgot, to be honest.
Maybe.
Which it is what it is.
Happens.
Let's see, and that
Who won?
is me versus you.
Plouse win?
Yep, plus one, and now it is me versus you.
Do you want to mute, or do you want to talk to each other?
I generally listen to music while playing, so I am going to deafen.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
so fair
if
enough.
you could, if you could throw me in players, that would be.
I'll do it in a moment.
Yep. As well as doing the updating thing, whatever. I will be back in a minute. Well, in a bit.
Alright then. So now it's me versus Rift, and Rift is listening to lo-fi beats to shoot Slowking with. I don't know what that is. This doesn't need to exist. What am I doing? It's fine though. I bring you. Oh, I know what you're doing. Alright then. I'm probably not going to commentate too much. Oh, wow. That's funny, but it's fine. The mines are very inconvenient for a ship that goes this fast, but I can deal with it. That was the incorrect target, but that's fine. Oh, my weapons aren't loaded yet. Whoops. Oh, my controller is dead.
That was really well played.
Thank you very much.
I don't know how I could have won that, to be honest.
Oh, why so?
I don't know. Just kind of felt like I was always one step behind.
That's fair enough. I ended up What the fuck? Um, swipping and swatching. Okay, roger that. Um,
Those are words.
yeah, no, I ended up switching into ships that would presumably counter yours and a different variety of archetypes. So I ended up starting with the. What did I start with? The ultralight nuke, and then I
Yeah,
ended up swapping to what was it? The missile orbiter, and then I swapped to
yeah.
the what was the last one that I used?
The chain gun rammer.
Chain gun rammer.
Overall, well played. Our next match is between you and Exno. So
Oh,
I
okay.
will ping Exno. All right. It's going to be very interesting to see what strategies and how this game's played. Don't forget to mute Slowking.
Yep.
And our match starts. Let's see what ships the players have brought. Exno once again back with full circle, and Slowking with a deck cannon rammer. Very, a very interesting one, to be honest. I mean, it has a lot of side PD, and the horns and the way they are attached leads me to believe that this is an old ship, although I am not sure. There's definitely a lot of stuff that I can see that I dislike on Slowking ship, which I honestly can't say often. Now, the advantage Slowking is going to have here is those deck cannons are going to obliterate their way through the shields, but as Exno can run and can drop mines and has a steady stream of heavy lasers, that armor of Slowking's isn't going to last for long, I want to say. Now, Slowking, at least from what I understand, seems to be making his way over to the AI player, while Exno is just strafing. And ooh, that's a lot of mines. Do they? They arm in time. Most of them do. Slowking's PD attempting to take down the couple of mines left. And Slowking using the fact that Exno is disengaging in order to go for the AI ship. Ooh, one shot is not one kill. I was gonna have to use up even more ammo and some time, which is probably a more important thing, in order to take it down. A lot of Slowking, my bad. A lot of Slowking's armor has been chewed through already. Meanwhile, Exno has really not taken any damage at all. Yeah, that's pretty not good. The reactor is close to being exposed. Now, because Exno's ship, its main strategy is kiting, is running, it is interesting to see Slowking not always playing into that and not letting Exno dictate the pace of the fight. Not engaging with your enemy because we have the AI ship is a viable option. And it's not as boring as it is in elimination, because elimination it's just sitting waiting for Raw to come in. But here, you're actually doing something and gaining points instead of just gaining strategy wins or whatever. Ooh, that was a good launch from Exno. As more and more of Slowking's armor, yeah, nuke phase. Oof. As more and more of Slowking's armor goes away, the delicate internals of the ship become more and more exposed. Which is good for one of our players, and that player is not Slowking. Ooh, that's a nuke to the back. Ooh, that was close. That could have been Slowking's ship dead. That is no logistics cut off, but that's still not very good. As now Slowking is going to have a harder time running away. Ooh, that's a nuke to the face. And deck cannon shots either missing or bouncing off of Exno's shields harmlessly. These 3 large shield per reactor huge thrust avoiders are surprisingly durable. Some would say buff nerf large shields, but it's truly just a design thing for these. And Slowking fires into space, aiming nowhere near Exno. Ooh, and as Slowking's reactor goes, some more shots pop off and deal 0 damage. Oof. Those heavy lasers, they do more than you would think, even though there's only, what, 6 of them? There's like 6 of them, right? 6 of them, yeah, I can count. They're really good for just dealing damage over time. And because they're so constant and so little, you end up just ignoring them. Ooh, not Exno, Slowking is respawning. What does Slowking hop into? Ooh, not an alpha rail, a rail thing. Interesting. Into the September pumpkin. Did the crew detach fail, or is he just... does that crew just not detach? I don't think that crew detaches. Actually, no, he probably got the iframes, which sucks. But, it is what it is. This amount of rails can be devastating to even the incredible amount of defense of Exno's ship, although that amount of defense isn't helpful if your ship has been split in half, to put it mildly. Ooh, like a hot knife through butter. Exno is taking this time to respawn. Slowking with an about 750 point lead. Ooh, this is not a good matchup for Slowking, as I know from experience. What Slowking is going to want to try and do is bounce and get to the side. As, yeah, those railguns, especially all spread out like that, aren't going to be able to do damage to the horns. Slowking abandoning ship, letting Exno just carve away at it, getting a bunch of points. So Slowking can bring a chain gun rammer, which is a soft counter to this, especially if Exno has his back turned. Exno dropping the hooks, which is an interesting choice, although it does guarantee that he gets out of that ramp. Slowking getting caught up on his own ship, so having to drop, ooh, the horns. Ooh, that's nukes, and that's not very good. Slowking has disruptors on this, which is an interesting choice to say the least. It will help the large shields with, at least the ones on the inside, with the use of pre-tasking, a crew logistics trick that, by having crew already moving through a part, pre-tasks a shield. But they aren't going to really do much here as Exno, ooh, that's not good. That's very not good. It shouldn't matter too much in this ramp, but unless Slowking can win this, like win this fight, oh, that's chips in multiple pieces. Yeah, I don't think this isn't looking too good for Slowking. Especially as the chain guns go down as they need to reload. Is Slowking gonna respawn? Doesn't look like it, because we have 50 seconds left in the match. There's some nukes on Exno, and they just even more damage. Exno with a 1,200 point lead right now, with 35 seconds to go. Sorry, Sloke. Doesn't look good. Ooh, those are some nice placed nukes. And Slowking deciding to run. I think this is Slowking's giving up. Although I am not sure. Because, yeah, well played to Exno. To be honest, I didn't think you were going to win this, but fantastically done. Welcome back, Slowking.
Yeah, Arena's a lot more about generalization.
Yeah.
I really didn't think that ship would stand up to the chain guns, honestly. I didn't expect it to take a full salvo without getting broken.
Yeah. I mean, it is very much a ship design that has been designed to be slower but more survivable. Right. Don't forget to mark that down in the brackets. And now we have Plouse versus Coco. Coco is on his way and Plouse is already here.
Yep. So now I have no hope in winning. That's fine.
No, you can still win.
I just need Plouse
Can
to
you?
lose twice in a row,
Yeah.
and I need Exno to lose their next match.
Yeah.
And I need you to win against Exno.
Yeah.
you know,
Is
this
that
is
gonna
not.
happen? Who knows?
A lot of things need to happen for me to win, and it's very unlikely. So I'm not thinking about it anymore.
Close. On his way to winning a second tournament in a day. Can we, can we get a Plouse nerf? For his, like, general region? Ooh. Coco bringing whatchamacallit? Deck cannon spinner. Well, deck cannon mobile spinner for it. Plus, once again, with the, words are failing me right now with the TB rail.
TB rail. Yep.
The pink fluffy unicorn, and unicorn is in air quotes.
I don't know why they call it the pink fluffy unicorn.
He calls it that because it's pink. It was fluffy at one point, and I think it might have had a unicorn at one point. Well, I don't know.
It's like
Celeste.
more like a squishy unicorn now.
Yeah,
It looks like something I could just grab and squeeze, or something I could
like
hook at a
a
wall if it was smaller,
like a blow high,
or
an IKEA shark.
yeah, or kind
Blow
of more
high.
like you could just like throw a tennis ball full force at a wall, that type of shape,
Ah,
where you can just fling it at something and it kills it. So
Klaus ignoring it, ignoring the easy points.
because he's
Huh.
oh, it's funny. I think he's trying to be funny and just wait out Coco for the entire 8.5 minutes and win by getting 0 points.
Wait a minute. Plus, how many birthday parties do I need to uninvite you from?
So Coco can't catch Plouse, and if Coco loses this ship, he can technically.
Yeah. Honestly, this is one of the main reasons why I dislike the current why I dislike mobile spinner forts is because they're so slow and they always just catch on themselves.
Depending on how they're built, yeah.
Yeah. I just think they're kind of well, they look interesting mechanically. They're uninteresting ships. Well, strategy and gameplay wise.
Now they're pretty stupid to fly.
Yeah, because you end up having to turn to go forward half the time.
Yep, that's how it works.
Plus, just play the game.
I'm going to put on elevator music for 8 minutes.
Well, for 7 minutes. SMH can't even get the time right. Yeesh. If there's elevator music, I cannot hear it.
Loop, it's on now. Local forecast, Captain McCloud.
Alright, I'm guessing it's only playing. Yeah, it's only playing on your end. Can't enjoy the elevator music. This is
Unless you turn on the
bullshit.
stream and deal with double feed.
I don't want to deal with the double feed. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum,
The Wii Shop.
The Wii was a fantastic console.
It was great.
The Wii U, on the other hand,
The Wii
we
U
don't
is
talk about that.
it's basically the Switch but worse.
Yeah. I recently watched a video on the evolution of like game controllers, and it was really interesting. I don't know, I just thought I'd mention
I'm
it.
just watching the
Oh.
arena ship scuttle around.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, how dare you! Ask Plouse as
I mean,
well, because Plouse is actually just won this. It's just funny to watch the arena ships barely move around. But using the same ships. If it's under, because if he's rematching, it should be under Plouse's terms, I feel, because he had won the match.
yeah, but it's fine.
Ask Coco if he's okay with that. Because that's just, they're sharp terms. It's the Borg with extra steps. The little arena ship.
Oh.
Oh,
Rematch
hey.
it is.
Yep. I'm gonna actually watch the arena ship because it's more interesting than what Plouse is going to do.
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but generally speaking, it will be more interesting.
Mm. Plus is a very interesting player to watch, in my
He
opinion.
kind of just wins.
Yeah, but it's also he does win, but it's always interesting seeing what someone better than you can do. And just because you figure out what you do wrong and that leads to you getting better, which learning is always something that I will find interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can call me a nerd, and I don't care.
I used to intentionally go up to some of the best players and ask them for advice when I was a new player. So
Oh, I've done that as long as I've played and will continue to do that.
I'm watching the small squib ship, even though Coco has brought the missile orbiter and Plouse has brought the TB rail. I've just never seen the AI struggle so much to move a ship.
That's because you put tiny thrusters on it.
Was I supposed to make it fast?
You're supposed to make it a bit faster.
Uh, I guess, but why would it need to be fast?
Because it's a ship going 4 meters per second isn't that good.
But it's
I'm sorry,
not supposed to be good.
4.6 meters per second. It isn't. You know what? Yeah. All right, and that's Plus's first rail volley of many.
Of one, if Coco pulls this off.
Yeah, Coco making the mistake of getting within TB range.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a bunch of Coco's rear hit.
Okay, now if Klaus had his rails right now, that would be... Yep.
Oh, ouch. Holy shit is right.
Through the armor, okay.
Ooh. Goddamn.
I need to make TB binds. What is this spawn? That spawn is stupid. It spawned him straight on his own corpse and he was barely able to turn out of it. The flak nerf
Sorry
is
about
extremely
that. I'm
apparent
back.
here.
Yeah. Has flak nerf gone too far? Nah.
Nah.
Also, a bunch of Ko's flak straight up isn't shooting.
Hmm. They're bullying the little shit. How dare they?
And that's the rear
Uh-oh.
exposed, and
Almost.
ouch.
That's the control room gone.
Yeah,
Ship is still operable though.
for now. Theta, the point of the AI chip is to prevent stalling tactics, basically. I'm sure Slowking
However,
could say more since it was his decision.
essentially it is supposed to increase variety in the game mode, because otherwise it'll just be picking hard counters endlessly. Because if the opponent brings a ship that's significantly slower than you can simply just notify the ship by going to the small ships over and over again and force them out of that ship that would otherwise counter you.
Ah, alright. That was a real forfeit from Coco. That is the end of the game.
The Coco and Plouse winning another tournament.
Yeah. And now it is time for me versus Kokito. Ah, that's...
This will be interesting.
Yep, I'm going to deafen.
No problem.
See ya.
Alright. Kokito and Rift are both in the game now, so all we have to do is hold on until they pick their ships and we can get this going. Alright, so Kokito has brought a missile orbiter and Rift has brought a cannon wall. Kokito's ship just isn't fast enough to keep up, it's too heavy. Rift is just able to slowly dance around and just take shots at his exposed missile modules. This unfortunately means that he is very much in danger here. What the fuck? Um. So Kito respawned and deleted an asteroid. I was reading a lot of things for the last few moments, so sorry for no commentation, but Kito won that fight.
Well played to Kokito.
Well, okay, nice Spotify. Welcome back.
Damn, that was poorly played from me, to say the least.
Okay, so now it's Coco and me.
Yippee.
Who is Plouse fighting? Kokito. Kokito could beat Plouse and make it possible for Exno to win.
Yeah.
Possible.
I can't believe I have a 1-3 record. This is... Oh, this is going rough for me.
Yep. I haven't been doing the best so far either. I was expecting a little bit better, but I'm
I
rusty as
mean,
hell, so...
yeah. I mean, generally, I don't do that while in tournaments. So, I don't think it's an apt display of my skill, although, tournaments are a lot.
They're generally stressful.
Alright, don't forget to mute.
Yep.
Alright, we have Slowking with his huge thrust avoider traps. And we have Coco with his ultralight nuke orbiter. What did I get a ping from?
Kokito gets an automatic buy on his tournament if Kokito needs to leave.
Kokito needed to go.
Oh, why am I? I'm actually throwing this attach right now.
Yeah. Kokito had to go, so whoever is facing him
Which is
next
Plouse.
match.
Why am I not muted? Okay, yeah, that's Plouse.
Yeah,
so.
why aren't you muted? Yeah, so that match is already decided. Alright. Slowking detaching his crew in order to make his ship lighter. How is Coco going to respond piloting-wise? Ooh, very wide fling. Not very good. Ideally, you want to fling it at the opponent. Fling has multiple advantages. It speeds up the nukes to get over their kind of like launch delay. Yeah, sort of like that. So you can get the nukes closer, and you can also place them at a variety of angles, making them more likely to hit. Now, Slowking has fairly good placement, although one of his ships is very far back. But generally, with traps, you want a ship on each side, which Slowking is doing fairly well, although he's struggling with the range that he wants his ships to be at. If I were Slowking in this situation, I'd send one of the ships to go gather points off the AI, but I am not Slowking, so I don't know what he's going to do. Ooh, that's a good launch. Ooh, and ooh. That's half of one of Slowking's ships gone. which generally isn't healthy for a ship to be half destroyed. And flag spike, and one of them basically down. Koko taking an early points lead, although everything can and probably will change. Ooh, Slow King's second ship isn't down. Interesting. Although it is making out with a rock right now, which generally isn't what you want your ship to be doing. Ooh, cannon shot's going wide. And 360 nuke fling? Huh. What the fuck is right, Coco? Ooh. And Coco almost getting stuck, but managing to unstick himself. And nuke fling? Nuke fling! Ooh, that's a really good one. Coco taking down all the shields on that and dealing a good chunk of damage. But he's left with most of his weapons down. His nukes on his right side are just coming back. His nukes on his left side will be following shortly. Ooh, that's gonna hit. Nice. And Slow King gives up on that ship. Yeah, and Slow King respawns with an Alpha Railfan. This is fairly old, and I think fairly old, although I'm not sure, and under budget by a lot, which you don't see a lot of from Slow King. Normally with Slow King, he maximizes everything possible in a ship, including budget. My main concern with this ship is power running out, which I think Slow King is realizing as well. Because Coco has a points lead, I'm not sure if he's going to just stall for a couple minutes. And, ooh, that was close. Ooh, well lined up nukes. Are they gonna... Ooh, they deal a good chunk of damage. Yeah. It's not very good. Ships don't like to be in two pieces unless they're designed that way. And Slow King abandoning the Railfan. And bringing a missile orbiter. The same missile orbiter that we've seen have complaints of reactor abuse on it. Coco then bringing a dual reactor missile orbiter, a more standard one. Which, it's going to be interesting seeing how this matchup is going to play out. I mean, one of the things that... How many launchers do each of them have? Slow King has more launchers, but I think Coco does have more sustained DPS, although I am unsure of his ship's reload speed. I'm unsure of the defense between them. I think Coconut ship does have more survivability. Coco leaving a minefield. Slowking is just barely dodging around. And he's decided to eat some mines. Slowking choosing to go at a relatively slow speed to make sure that the mines deal less damage. Mines really tend to punish going fast, which is honestly kind of why I like them a bit. Let's see, Slowking loses a rear module, while Coco has lost 2. This is an incredibly close fight. And bonk. Anybody could win this with about a minute and a half left. Coco deciding to hug a rock, or was that accidental? I'm unsure. Both players trading fairly vicious blows. These wounded brawlers definitely aren't looking too good. I mean, they're both functioning fully, but armor has been cut away at a lot. 45 seconds to go. It's neck and neck, although Slowking does have a small points lead. Really, I think it just depends on who can hit an internal piece. Because if you can detonate a large chunk of something, you've won. Oof. And yeah, Slowking wins this match with 7 seconds to go. This was a very close match and incredibly well played from both players. Welcome back, Slowking.
Yeah, I'm running really outdated ships. These need to be updated.
Yeah. Let's see. Next, it is me versus Exno. I will ping Exno and then Devin.
Okay.
Adios, be back in a bit.
Is Exno coming?
All right. Well, we're waiting for snow. Cause cause Kito versus Plouse is a forfeit. Is me versus Exno our last match?
Yep.
Uh, is it possible to just do Kokito versus Plouse through the system? Yep. I mean, I will gladly. Are we gonna set like a timer?
I will give them until 10 past, and then the tournament is over, and you will automatically win.
Yippee! Damn, if Exno doesn't show up, I automatically win the entire tournament.
No,
That's
just this match.
that's 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 really generous of you, Slow King.
My lord.
I mean, you don't have to call me that, but like if you want,
My
you
god, shut up.
can. I mean, that's also an option, but like,
Oh my god, be quiet.
I'm I'm not that annoying.
Debatably. Debatably so.
I, damn.
My brain is just kind of fried right now. So,
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll try and tone it down a bit more.
no, no, I don't mind. You can mess all you like. My brain is just absolutely cooked.
Yeah, you had to do a bunch of shit today. Makes sense. So, what are your takeaways of the tournament?
Arena, just Arena's Arena, and it supports Rails, it supports Burst, it supports a lot of things, but primarily ships like TP Rails, which are already not so fun to fight against,
Yeah.
win.
I'm surprised that ships that are designed to take minimal damage, like avoiders and ultralight nukes, basically very light ships with no armor, haven't done better because they can take damage without giving the opponent points.
That is the case, but though they are fighting ships like missile orbiters and railfans,
Yes.
which have tremendous DPS or burst damage, respectively.
Alright, where is Exno?
4 minutes. Can you ping them again?
Alright. Yeah, hosting has been fun. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a very fun experience if it doesn't wreck your head. This isn't actually only 3/5 of the length of a normal tournament. So
Yeah, I can definitely feel the low energy kind of hitting, but to be fair, I also hosted Plus's tournament or co-hosted Plus's tournament.
yeah, to be fair, you probably have more energy than me. I very rapidly lose motivation once
Yeah,
I hit a certain threshold.
I would really be down to do this again next month if you want me to. If you're down, I'm down.
Hmm.
If you want me to co-host again, I'd be glad to.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Now again, we ask the age-old question: where is Exno?
Not here.
Yeah, I've nothing to add to that.
They probably just collapsed on their bed and
He's
fell asleep or something.
he's sleeping. He's I don't know, eating dinner.
I'm going to make a sumo the moment Nebulas drop.
I already have made sumo ships. I mean, for their pseudo sumo ships, I've made a 12 TB with side mines and nukes, as well as a 12 TB with some missile factories, with some like orbiter missile factory stuff.
Have you ever seen the strategy with old sumo ships where they would get a small ship, fly it to the middle, and then suicide their main big expensive ship to kill the other one? And
I
because of the
haven't
90%
I haven't
rule
seen that.
means 90% rule means that they could just drop a 150k in the
Actually, no.
middle.
That's that's a lie. I've seen something similar of capable as a mining worm.
Uh, Essentially the mining worm, but imagine like a cannon squib instead, where it just runs the middle, sits
Yeah.
there, and the sumo ship just pushes it full force into the ring of death. The problem is with sumo ships now is that everything has so much torque and thrust that it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, 8 TB is good against 10 ER. 12 TB, what's that going to be good against?
Probably like ultralight nukes to a point.
Yeah. And it is 10 past.
So rest in peace, Exno.
Rip Exno.
Wow, free win for the last two rounds
Yippee!
consecutively. How boring.
Yeah. Alright, and then after you update the bracket, I will go through our standings.
Okay, go right
So,
ahead.
our standings. In first place, Plouse, with 5 wins and 0 losses. In second place, Exno, with 3 wins and 2 losses. Tied for second place, Slowking with 3 wins and 2 losses. In what, third place? Yeah, third place because they're tied for second. Me, Multiversal Rift, with 2 wins and 3 losses. And then tied for fifth place, we have Coconut Trebuchet and Coquito with 1 win and 4 losses. This has been a fantastic tournament. Everyone's wins and everyone's losses were all brilliant matches nonetheless. Thank you to those who have participated, and thank you to those who have watched. Is there anything else you want to go over, Slowking?
We should probably point out that in Excelsior they have the website that allows you to make competitive ships and look up all sorts of different ships that are probably in this tournament that allows you
Yeah.
to improve that competitive very rapidly if you look into it.
As well as the Excelsior Discord server, which hosts active conversations, and recently there's been a lot more push towards lessons for beginners. To those who want to join PvP, but feel like the skill floor is too high.
Yep, just to give you that step up that you need to start playing the game.
Thank you for watching.
Right, see you around.